Two incredibly versatile all year round masculine fragrances that at the same time are very affordable from the brands of Khadlaj and Arabiyat Prestige. Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. It's time for your daily dose of some fragrance content, and today I'll be talking about two very versatile masculine fragrances that are also very affordable. As I said in the opening, they come from the brands of Arabiyat Prestige, and the one from Arabiyat Prestige is called Ishatar Citrus Oud, and the other one comes from the brand of Khadlaj, and it's called Valor Chivalry. Now, Ishatar Oud is a clone of Mancera's Cedrat Boisé, while Valor Chivalry is actually a clone of Nishane Hashivat. Firstly, I'll talk about the fragrance from Arabiyat Prestige, which is called Ishatar Citrus Oud. It comes in this green colored box that has this sort of a silver plaque attached to it on the front. I'm holding the box backwards. Basically, the concentration here is EDP. The bottle size is 110 milliliters, and the packaging actually is quite nice. This is the way that the bottle of Ishatar Citrus Oud looks up and close. It has this green colored glass on it. It's quite heavy. Again, the bottle size is 110 milliliters. The cap is also metallic or has metallic coating and has some heft to it, and the whole presentation and the bottle is looks quite decent. As I said, Ishatar Citrus Oud is actually, you can consider it a clone of something that smells very similar to Mancera's Cedrat Boisé, and I'm talking about the OG Cedrat Boisé. First of all, you get a pressurized sprayer, something that you often do with fragrances from the brand of Arabiyat Prestige, and this one in particular is very nice. And the scent is very similar to what we'll get with the original scent from Mancera. It's a very fruity, very citrusy fragrance that has a very nice, bright and fresh opening with some spices. Also, immediately after spraying this one, you'll get a bit of a fruity sweetness. You'll get hints of the leather note that this fragrance has. It also has some woody notes somewhere in the background. It has this kind of a soapy feel, just like the original fragrance has. When this goes into the dry down, it also feels a little bit slightly green in the opening. When it goes into the dry down, you get a little bit more sweetness out of it. It will turn a little bit more woody on the dry down. The leather note is slightly stronger. You get some musk, you get a bit of oak moss, and also the leather is still in here. And this all around smells very similar to Cedrat Boisé. Also, because the original one smells somewhat similar to something like Creed Aventus, this also is done in a similar style. It doesn't smell super close to Creed Aventus, but definitely carries a similar scent profile. And it's a very nice fragrance. It has a very nice quality. There's absolutely no harshness in the opening. The quality of the scent itself is superb, and it's a very nicely blended. To me, this feels like a slightly more citrusy, slightly less woody version of Mancera's Cedrat Boisé. So if you like the original Cedrat Boisé, then you'll probably enjoy Ishatar Oud. Performance-wise, it's a good performer. At least on my skin, this tends to last close to what I get out of the original fragrance. That means 7 to 8 hours of performance. Nothing crazy, but at the same time very decent, especially considering that this is like a slightly fresher version of the scent of Cedrat Boisé. Projection is also quite nice in the first about hour and a half, maybe even up to 2 hours if you overspray a little bit. Price-wise, I personally paid, I think, around about 30 something euros, 35 euros to get it, which makes it about half the price of what you pay for the original fragrance from Mancera. Now, I know that Mancera fragrances, although they're a niche brand, they don't tend to be that expensive, especially at discounters. So I'll leave it to you to decide whether at this price point this is actually a good deal or not. But at least around here, this costs pretty much exactly half the price of the original fragrance. And when it comes to versatility, this is a very masculine scent that's very fresh and just works all year round. It's super versatile. For me personally, the best time to wear this fragrance will be sort of a late spring, early fall, and in the summertime, as long as it's not too hot out there. but the reality is, again, it's such an universally liked and easy to wear scent that you can wear this one throughout the year. Now moving on to the second fragrance featured in today's video, which is called Valor Chivalry, and it comes from the brand of Khadlaj. As I said, this particular one smells very similar to Nishane Hashivat. The presentation of Khadlaj Valor Chivalry actually looks pretty nice. Initially you'll get this outside box which has this silver, white, blue and black colors. Once you open up the box, you're going to be greeted by a secondary box which looks like this and actually feels quite nice in hand. It has this sort of a leathery finish. In order to get to the bottle, you need to slide those two parts of the inside box like this. The important things here are bottle size is 100 milliliters and concentration is EDP. And then this is the actual bottle design. It has this sort of a squarish design. I think the Valor series are a whole series of fragrances. There are like 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many of them in this line. I only have this one. But I kind of like the way that the bottle looks, especially this white accents. The cap is plastic, but it's a very snug fit, and the whole bottle has nice heft. And now let's talk about the scent of Khadlaj Valor Chivalry. As I said, this fragrance is heavily inspired and smells very similar to Nishane Hashivat. This also has a very nice prayer, although not as good as the one that you'll get out of the Arabiyat Prestige fragrance. And the scent itself, in a way, you can probably think of this one smelling similar to, citrus, Ishatar citrus oud, also to the original one that one has been inspired, Mancera's Cedrat Boisé, although they're not very similar, but again they're done in a pretty similar style. This one also feels kind of fruity, feels a little bit fruity, it feels a little bit citrusy, but this has a bit of an incense vibe to it, and also this has a lot stronger oak-moss note compared to Ishatar citrus oud. But other than that, again, it's done in a similar style. This also feels more musky, feels slightly sharper, but sharper in a good way. It's just the scent profile is slightly, slightly sharper, projects a little bit stronger, just down to the nature of the whole scent. You get some pineapple, you get some citruses in the opening, you get that oak moss note from the opening to the late dry down. You get a bit of woodiness. There's just a hint of green touch, some incense. And basically that's pretty much it. Not too much sweetness with this one, maybe a hint of ambery sweetness, but definitely Ishatar feels a little bit sweeter. When it comes to how close this fragrance is to the original one from Nishane, it definitely smells very similar, especially in the air. Maybe this one feels slightly sharper than the original fragrance, but again in a good way, not in a bad way, because quality here is also very nice. Performance wise, this was actually a surprisingly good performer. On my skin since day one, this has lasted at least 8 hours and sometimes pushing even to the 9-hour mark. Not as strong as the original one. Original one on my skin tends to last for 10, 11, maybe even up to 12 hours. So this, the life of Valor Chivalry is a couple of hours shorter than the original one, but still at the price point and given the quality of this fragrance, I think the performance is really nice. Price wise, I personally paid around about 25 euros, so that will make it around about $30 to get it. At that price point, it's a lot cheaper than the original fragrance. A bottle of the original, at least around here, tends to cost at around about the 100 euro mark. So this is probably a quarter of the price of the original, and the original at that price point is a 50 milliliter bottle, and here you get 100 milliliters. And versatility wise, just like with Ishatar Citrus Oud, this is definitely an all year round fragrance. Again, the best time to wear this one will be in slightly warmer weather, but it has the quality and the type of scent that this carries. You can wear it pretty much throughout the year, and also this has quite good performance to work in cold weather as well. And at the end, a few final words about Ishatar Citrus Oud from Arabiyat Prestige and Valor Chivalry from the brand of Khadlaj. If you like versatile, affordable, masculine fragrances that can be worn throughout the year without any problem, that will get you compliments and that won't break the bank, I think both of them, Ishatar Citrus Oud and Valor Chivalry, deserve some attention. Again, if you also like the original scents that both of them have been inspired, we're talking about Mancera's Red Tobacco in this case, and Rayhaan and Paris in this case. Again, I think both these fragrances definitely deserve to be checked out. Both of them surprised me really nicely when it comes to the quality, when it comes to the performance, and when it comes to their price. And to be honest, I've been especially impressed by Valor Chivalry from the brand of Khadlaj. So guys, in today's video I reviewed two very masculine, very versatile, affordable fragrances from the brands of Arabiyat Prestige and Khadlaj, Ishatar Citrus Oud, and the Valor Chivalry. I hope that you found this video interesting or helpful. If you did, give it a like. And I also hope that you're going to join me tomorrow for your daily dose of some fragrance content. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.